is quite common for nations to announce several national priorities through various initiatives and programs. Nor is it novel to see some attempts to shaping a global future. But on a regional level, even if we look at the European Union, which is by far the best practice to shaping a future based on the common European common grounds, we can still nevertheless see a lot of practical problems. And I guess it would only be more difficult for Asia to achieve the same, because nowhere else can we find such a continent that is as diverse as Asia is. Economic, demographic, and political aspects are already mentioned, but so should we be mindful of the culture, ethnical, religious, and historical aspects. For now, there are still nations quite ignorant about others, except for their handsome oil reserves, exotic cultural symbols, and the sudden blossom of skyscrapers. And there are still nations sending off the military deterrence signals not infrequently, and there are still nations which are holding feud against others for what have happened 60 years ago. And of course, there are the huge diversity and inevitably disparity even within one nation, within the many Asia's developing countries. So given this whole complicated picture, I think any plan that considers Asia as a whole must be set out clearly right from the beginning. And extending horizons, as is suggested by the topic, I think this is exactly the first step towards towards the prosperity for the entire Asia. A humble, feasible, and very important first step.